I'm Dr. Scout from LGBT Health Link, and each week we bring you the top LGBT wellness news in 3 minutes or less. So let's start out and see what the top news is for October 9th, 2014. First story, first comes marriage, then comes better mental health. The biggest health news this week is the legal decisions which now recognize gay marriage in 5 states have paved the way for it in at least 6 more. A study several years ago showed LGBT reported more mental health problems in years after negative civil rights battles, so don't underestimate the effects of positive decisions can have on our collective mental health. Next story, there's an $800,000 study to explore FTM sexual health. Congratulations to our friend Dr. Sari Reisner at the Fenway Institute for a new award to study the sexual health of female-to-male transgender individuals. As Dr. Reisner reports, evidence shows that over 1/3 of FTM trans people are not up to date on cervical cancer screenings. New study will compare different methods for ensuring the population gets appropriate sexual health care. Next up, a large study explores mental health in sexual minority male teens. A new study interviewed almost 500 urban sexual minority men, ages 16 to 20, to bring us the news that 1/3 experienced major depressive episodes, 1/5 of them struggled with alcohol abuse, and 16% had post-traumatic stress disorder. Black participants were less likely to experience many of these issues, while bisexuals had twice the risk of lifetime post-traumatic stress disorder versus others, showing that there's real value in starting to study subsets of our populations. And a gay male breast cancer survivor works to raise awareness and end stigma. I happen to be a gay male who has breast cancer, says Michael Kovarik, but he didn't stop at struggling to fight the disease. He also wrote a book to raise awareness of this little-known issue. Catch Healing Within, My Journey with Breast Cancer on Amazon. And if you follow this column, you probably know that LGBT people smoke at rates that are 50% higher than the general population, which is why the new evidence about how cigarettes and other tobacco products increase the risk of contracting HPV-16, a virus transmitted by oral sex, is particularly disturbing. HPV-16 is also found in 80% of oral cancers, talking about possible other effects we may be having down the line. We love studies about elder Americans, and there's a brand new big one out this week, out and visible above age 45. SAGE has released new findings of a new study on the concerns of LGBT adults aged 45 to 75. Highlights include a common fear that coming out to their healthcare provider is risky, and 2/3 of transgender adults fear having limited access to healthcare as they age. Read the top 5 things you should know from the study on the Huffington Post column about it. What's the real LGBT health epidemic? One author says substance abuse. Mark Watson takes a sharp look at the issues of substance abuse in the LGBT communities in an article in the Chicago Phoenix this week. An estimated 20 to 30% of us abuse intoxicating substances compared to only 9% of the total population, and we have extraordinarily high smoking rates as well. He concludes with the hope that the meteoric rise in acceptance of LGBT people helps drive this epidemic down. And that's one bet we'd lay our money on as well. That's it. Those are your top wellness stories in 3 minutes or less this week. Please join us next week, same time, same place, for more information, all the latest on LGBT health and wellness right here.